them Knowles, okay? How about them Knowles? Yeah. Well, let me use, I didn't know what she was going to say, and I'm fairly unaccustomed to public speaking, so, but I'd say there's 3 more R's that we have for you. One is that you're radiant, and you're radiant in a city that is full of beauty. She's also realistic. As she talked about Steve, we have to deal with compromise when we're in government. That's what has worked for us for 235 to 240 years. That's what she works for. Preservation is wonderful, but at what cost? Progress is wonderful, but at what cost? I have noticed that we are having a great deal of things happening in my city. That's a wonderful thing. We have been living off residences for a long time, and we are having more commercial development. She's realistic about that. So the last R is, we need to return her. Okay? And let me tell you how important it is. In 1800, none of us were here then, maybe George. In 1800, Thomas Jefferson ran for president. He was deadlocked. 1 vote in the House of Representatives made him president. And he brought us the Louisiana Purchase. In 1824, Jackson ran. Jackson lost, or they tied in the Electoral College. It went to the House of Representatives, and by 1 vote, he was elected President of the United States and started our banking system. In 1876, Samuel Tilden won the vote, the popular vote, and he lost in the Electoral College by 1 vote. And in 2000, George Bush won Florida by 537 votes. 537 votes. And you know how many votes were cast in Florida? 6 million. 537 votes. And 2 years ago, in a tiny place called Walton, Kentucky, a wife whose husband was running for city commission did not get out of bed because she worked at night until 10 minutes before the election ended. And her husband said, I don't think you need to vote. I think things are going to be great. And what do you think happened? Lost by 1 vote. Now let me tell you, I'm not sure my marriage would do all that well for the next several weeks.
No, Bruce, it wouldn't.
People know my...
We had one Terra Nova won by 1 vote.
Correct. That was the last thing. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for that. He went to Duke. He has to let everybody know it. They're number 17 this week, Dave. Did you realize that? And I want to leave you 2 quotes, one by a Republican and one by a Democrat, to help you appreciate that, quite frankly, we need to talk to our neighbors. Now, this is the coldest night we've had since probably last March, and I'm glad we have this many people out here. But to win an election in Winter Park takes about 3,400 votes. We do not have 3,400 people here. We need every vote to count.